My name is Christopher Stillar. I'm just your average, ordinary guy. I've been married to my high school sweetheart for over 20 years, and I'm the father of 4 children. I live a typical life, ordinary in every way. Oh yeah, did I mention? I hear and see dead people. I'm a spiritual medium, and this is my story. In the mid-90s, a traumatic and serious health crisis, combined with the death of my beloved grandmother, changed my life in ways I could never have predicted. Now it is I who is changing lives. Real people in real pain, dealing with unimaginable grief, getting the chance to connect one more time with those they loved and lost. Changing people's lives and healing their souls with the help of their loved ones in spirit is my daily work, it's my passion, and my life's purpose. Welcome to my world, and welcome to Seeking Spirit.
My name is Darlene Milson, and I was given a book with Pennies from Heaven, and I started to read it, and a friend of mine asked me to go to see one of his shows in Alliston, and now I'm looking forward to having a personal reading with him. I'm hoping to hear from my Wayne, my son, and my dad.
I want to welcome you, Darlene, and like to thank you for coming. So I'm going to start. There was some things coming to me prior to your arrival here to the office for your reading. I guess I'm just going to start by, I had 2 male energies, or 2 males coming through that are coming through at different levels or different generations, okay? So they're not coming through like brothers or friends. One is coming in above or older, like a father figure, older male, and then I have another one that I honestly believe, I think is at your level or to the side coming through, okay? What I need to tell you is, and even if I'm off on the levels, I just want you to know the younger of the 2 makes me feel like his death was what I would call unexpected, sudden, not something that we seen coming is the feeling. And there's something that affected the heart or a cardiac related issue. So I don't know if it's a trauma-based situation that affected the chest and then the heart, but the thing that no, I got to talk about the heart. I don't know what this means, but there's something that's like cardiac, heart related that would catch everybody by surprise about this, because I feel like based on his age, or we're not anticipating this, is the feeling that's coming through. I need to ask you, this wasn't exactly where I was going to launch into, but do you know, remember I said names, living or deceased, and I don't always know the whys. Do you know where the name Alex would come into play, or why they want me to acknowledge the reference to like Alex? So it could be a version of, but I'm hearing Alex. No? That's okay.
Okay.
So it's a no.
It's a no.
Okay. I don't know why, but just as I focused in and we started to do the reading, the name came through, and I mean super clear and strong. So I don't know if this is a younger person to you or what the connection would be for the Alex. So don't just think deceased, okay? But just remember that it was being acknowledged. The other thing I want to say, and this is going to sound really random, but prior to you getting here, somebody was bringing up a brain issue. So I don't know what this means, if there's like a brain tumor or something that affected the brain and that would have caused the passing for, but it was an older individual, and I would tell you, I think female, the way that it was coming through. I'm just not feeling it strong, but it came up twice prior to your arrival. So I probably have confused the heck out of you with everything I've said, but I just need to go back and revisit some things. Do you understand why a dad or a father figure would be coming through?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you understand where the male contemporary would be coming through at your level, to your side? This is like significant other, brother, cousin, friend, but it's at that level. And I feel like, again, comes the heart issue. And I don't know if it's done physically or if it's a medical issue, that there's an issue with the heart, but he dies young is the feeling that he's giving me.
Nothing's coming to mind.
Okay, that's fair. Man, oh man, he keeps coming through. And I'm sorry, I just said it. It didn't make sense to you, but it's coming up again. Older female in a brain-related aspect. So they keep showing this? It's not making sense. Okay, just think in terms of the older female that would have had, I don't know if it's a bleed with the brain or if it's a tumor or what, but there's something very much head-brain related that is death related to her. Nothing to do with the chest or the body, but very much head related and brain. And there's confusion or disorientation with this is the feeling that is coming through. Older person. And a D name or a D connection is around this, is what they're just said to me. So where would Doreen or, no, you're Darlene. Where would the DR name, not you though, where would the other, there's a Doreen or a,
Could be my aunt.
is it based on the name you're saying that, or what I'm talking about?
Based on the name.
What's the name?
Diane.
Diane. You're not aware of why I would get a head or brain related aspect for the older female then?
No.
I don't think it's her then, but I'm hearing this DR sounding name that is not your name, but it sounds different or similar. Similar to yours, but not your name. Do you know why I would have my lungs filling up with fluid all of a sudden? And I hadn't felt this prior, but as soon as I paused it, it's a male connection talking about the lungs filling up with fluid. There's either going to be a drowning due to being in water or a medical issue that caused the fluid in the lungs. But it's almost like a suffocation feeling that I have coming through for a male. There's not a respiratory issue for Dad, right?
No.
Okay.
That was heart.
Don't.
Sorry.
That's okay. I feel like there's fluid in my lungs coming through, and it's a male. He just entered into the left from the left side of you. Okay, this is where I'm a broken record. DR name, that's not Darlene, they're saying. Older female. So where would I'm trying to think, what would that name be? There's like a Doris or a Doreen, or there's something of that nature that they want me to acknowledge.
Okay, I got it. I'm sorry. I got it.
Don't apologize.
Wow.
Who's this person? Is she deceased?
Yes.
Do you have some kind of affiliation or connection with?
Yes.
Is there any head thing? Do you know what would affect the brain, or why she would talk about the head or the brain related aspect? And then secondly, what's the name? Because it's like a DR sound, like Doris or something.
It is Doris.
Okay. Are you hoping to hear from him?
Big time.
Okay. Because I feel like this poor bugger's trying to fight to come through. I don't know. One individual, you're hoping to hear no relationship details, okay? Just the name of the person.
Wayne.
Wayne? Okay. I still have a male to your side coming through. That's not changing, so I'm going to confuse the heck out of you, and they keep talking about the chest. So I don't know what it is about this region that I feel like would be cardiac or heart related. I don't feel like I'm talking about Dad when I say it, even though you said Dad was heart. I'm still feeling the father figure there, still have the older female, but I have a male to your side coming through talking about the trauma to the chest or the heart region, and it's still not going away. So I'm not asking you to make it fit, but do you know why I would have a male contemporary to your side coming through? I think there's like an impact or trauma that affected the heart.
Older person?
No, I feel contemporary to you. To the side, like the male equal to you, is the way that he's bringing it through. You're not aware of somebody that died because they struck the hydropole or struck the tree, right? Because they keep showing me this like impact feeling and the chest trauma.
Okay. Not on
Not at your level.
not on my level.
I so feel like I have a male coming through talking about the issue with the heart that does not feel like cardiac based. Meaning heart attack. It feels like there's some kind of impact or trauma to the chest, but the damage is done to the heart, which causes the death, and it's sudden or it's quick. And I feel like there's a impact and a striking of either a tree or a hydropole, something that's like a vertical issue that the vehicle or whatever their body would have struck. So that's just not going away. No?
On that straight level, no.
What I'm describing fits for a male that's what, older?
No, younger.
Oh, younger.
Yes.
Okay, then watch, because honestly, I didn't feel like it's dad talking about
Okay.
this, but I feel like I've got a male, and to me, it goes back to what I said in the beginning, that I have a male that dies what people would think before his time, or like when it feels young. But for some reason, I feel like an equal. So, okay, I'll say I'm wrong, but the way that I'm getting it, but are the details making sense to you?
Yes.
Are you hoping to hear from him?
Big time.
Okay. Because I feel like this poor bugger's trying to fight to come through. I don't know if I'm buggering it up or what, but just know that he is coming through, because it's still, to me, I got like dad and then this other male that weren't coming through on the same level, okay? But then I still have this female. So I've got 3 of them coming through. So I apologize for the wrong connection to your side, but it's just the way he still makes me feel like, I feel like an equal, nonetheless. The impact trauma, chest issue, the striking something all makes sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Please know he's okay. Is this the Wayne?
Yes.
Okay. Just know he's okay. I want to say something to you. You know you deserve goodness, don't you, in your life? I think something that I feel like you're hard on yourself for some reason. And I don't know if, I find this hard to believe, but I don't know if when something good or positive happens to you, you might feel like I don't deserve it. Is that something that goes through your mind? Because he makes me feel like, no, you deserve it, and he's happy for you, because I think things are good and you have to just let it be good, he says. But you battle something, to me, in an emotional way around that.
Yes.
Do you understand?
I do understand.
My only concern is you're making it fit.
No, I'm not.
Promise?
I swear.
Okay. Like, I don't know if it's this feeling of, oh, it's too good to be true, so it won't last, or if it's like you don't feel worthy about something. And you don't come across that way in appearance or anything, but it's something emotional that he's talking about, and you deserve goodness in your life. And it's like, welcome it in. And I feel like things are going well for you. Just be in the moment of that and enjoy that. He's really happy for that for you. Okay?
Okay.
Is somebody with him when this happens? The Wayne? When he dies? Is somebody else there with him, or is he not alone?
He's not alone?
That's what I'm asking.
Yes, he's not alone.
Somebody else was there with him?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but I don't feel like I'm alone when I die, like when that time comes.
Okay.
So I feel like somebody else is present. I don't know what that means. So either somebody else is with them, somebody else was there. I don't know what else to say about it.
Okay.
I'm confused. I'm still feeling like I'm talking about the trauma to the chest, the striking of something.
Yes, you are.
Okay. I just want to be clear. And he talks about not being alone, just so you know, okay? Somebody, and I don't know what this means, somebody, I can't say it's you. I think somebody might have some kind of blame issue that they had to work on or come to terms with that I don't feel was really an accurate feeling.
Okay.
I don't know how else to say that, but I feel like it's not about placing blame or fault. And I think somebody might take on self-blame too, is the feeling, okay? So I don't know quite what that means, other than the way that I'm getting it from the younger male, or the male, and the impact making me feel like he doesn't blame anybody. He doesn't. Things unfold, things happen. But I feel like somebody has taken on like self-blame around this that he makes me feel like is not fair or appropriate.
Okay.
And I think there could be one other blame aspect where somebody not involved in the incident would have blame or accountability on somebody too.
Yes.
And but it doesn't feel factual to me. Like, that's not his wish. That's not what he cares about.
Okay.
Okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I love your emotion. I love your expression. I just want to make sure you're getting it. Like,
I am so getting
that it makes sense to you. Okay. I think it's probably human nature, and as a parent to think, you know, did I cheat him out of this, or should I have done that? Could I have given him a better upbringing this way or this phase of his life? He's very sincere, Darlene, when he says, no joke, you gave me enough. This could just take us down the wrong avenue, but it just come up again, right? And I got it before we started, okay? Do you know where the abortion issue comes into play?
Yes.
Because that came up when I was in the other room before I ever talked to you, and I forgot to bring it out, and now it's being brought up again. So I have to talk about, and not in big detail, but they're making reference prior and now bringing it up so I don't forget to say it, that around this abortion issue, and it wasn't, the weird part for me is sometimes abortion, miscarriage, although it's a different thing, I'll get them kind of blended together. This was very clear about an abortion, whether it's medically needed or a choice or what. But the big thing was no guilt around this, and the way that they bring this through, and that child is fine, and that there should be no guilt, no unresolved aspects around this, because that child was never meant to be born or incarnate in that lifetime. The fact that the child was aborted, and I hate saying that all the time, but in that way, the child was never meant to get here, and it was part of the process of life, for the experience and for what we learn from it and what we create as a result of it, but not to have guilt about it.
Is this direct to me or somebody?
Well, you're the one sitting here.
Okay.
And it could be something you might have to relay to somebody, but it was a big enough deal.
Okay.
A big enough deal that this person can let it go, or try to let it go and not have accountability. It is what it is, and that child was never meant to be born. But it was a big enough deal that it was one of the things they let off with. Before I ever walked into the office here to start the taping and start your reading, I gapped it totally, and now they're like, bring it up, say it. So, but it's a big deal. Okay, so do you have an idea of where that might be placed?
I do.
Okay, so let that female know.
I will.
Okay. Right now in your life, I think things are going well. But I also have to say, there's a back and forth feeling for you, and I don't know what that means. But I'm like back and I'm forward, and I'm back and I'm forward. And I really feel like you're unsure about something, and I don't know what that means about where you're presently at. I couldn't tell you if it's about a relationship. I don't know if it's your life in general, but just know that I'm rocking back and forth. And to me, when this happens, there's something that doesn't seem clear to you in your life, and all I can tell you is it doesn't feel bad, and it's the younger male referencing it, saying it's almost like what he referenced before. It's okay to be happy, and it's okay to be good, and not to second guess the crap out of everything. And I feel like you're just not sure what's expected of you, what you should be doing, how you feel. I do think you overanalyze stuff a lot, and I feel like if you can just go with the flow a bit and just see how things play out, it almost feels like at times you need a definitive outcome to something before it's even started to know that you feel assured of something. And all I can tell you is this back and forth feeling, honor the way you feel, okay? Because it's like you don't want to hurt people's feelings, you don't want to string anybody along or anything like that, but it's just, I feel like you're unclear. So I don't know why, and I'm not going to, well, I can't go any further because I don't know what more to say about it, but do you possibly understand?
Yes.
Is this what you're presently feeling?
Yes.
Okay. But you got a tattoo?
Mm-mm.
Who's got honestly, who would have the tattoo on the back that he's like acknowledging or making reference to then? This person needs to know.
My daughter.
Your daughter has it?
Mm-hmm.
In honor of him?
Yes.
Because he says like, he knows, he sees it. She wouldn't have had it prior, so you need to let her know that he knows that she's got it. Because I know it's a female and he kept talking about the tattoo. So it's like, I know, I see it. He wants you to know that. Pass it on, okay? God love her, but can she be snotty? Because I'm telling you, he loves her, but my God, moody. Moody.
Yes.
And she's like a little keg of dynamite with a very short wick or fuse. He's laughing at her. He's very pleased. It sounds crazy. No, not crazy, but the tattoo thing, he's very much honored by. He really is. And for her, he really gets that it speaks volumes. And that he gets it, and that he knows, and that hopefully will make a difference for her. But she's got to watch, like she's an edgy person at times with the way that she deals with things or interacts with people. And what he sees from her and what I mean by sees from her is the energy, the light that she emits is a great light, but not everybody's going to see it because of the way she comes across. So she's got to watch that, because not everybody's going to always love that side of her or appreciate that or understand. Because I find she's very complex, and I don't know why. You gave him enough. In life, you gave him enough. You really did. I think it's probably human nature. And as a parent to think, did I cheat him out of this, or should I have done that? Could I have given him a better upbringing this way or this phase of his life? He's very sincere, Darlene, when he says, no joke, you gave me enough. And he wouldn't ask for more. He just wouldn't. Okay?
Yes. Thank you.
He says you're welcome, but you should have already known that. You should have already known that. He knows you would lay your life down for him too if you could have. It wasn't meant to be. You're a good mom. You're a good mom. Your daughter's not indicative of that, he says. He's being hard on her. So I don't know if in life they butted heads or he would tease the crap out of her a lot, but he's like not letting her off the hook. Loves her, but he's like, you're a good mom.
And I never got to say goodbye. It was sudden for me. I struggled with it for quite some time. My relationship with my dad is absolutely amazing. And I did expect it. I was hoping to hear from him. Wayne's my son, and July the 6th, I had just started my vacation. I was doing landscaping, and Wayne was painting homes. He's a hard worker, and he was ripped from me in a car accident, which was approximately less than a mile away. He's my world. He's always been my world. And spiritually, I knew I would always have that connection. So I knew I was going to hear from him. And everything that he gave me today was perfect. You couldn't ask for anything else.